All you're good for now, Brachus, is to provide some shade from the sun. All you're good for now, Brachus, is to provide some shade from the sun.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to elves. Pa told me elves and lizards and dwarves bring bad guys. Void guys. That's right, isn't it? I guess I'm a sorcerer too. That's why I'm here, right? And you too?
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy. No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what you'll see. I guess I am, but it's just... You can stay out here with me if you want.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore. I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Magister Jalen from the ship. I would have chosen a swifter death for him myself.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It was the lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
My gratitude is worth a great deal, if only you'd realize it. As for the slave thing, let's forget about all that. Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought...
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Judging by the dark pools that are your eyes, I'd say you're seeing yourself.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my What do you mean? What do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me the very same? I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry, truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship, after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Wizardry is embedded in my nature as deeply as the instincts to breathe and drink and mate. The dominion over fire suits me best, truth be told, but there is no school of magic I cannot master. Very well. Onwards then to victory or death. Wavering is a sign of weakness. So make your choice and stand by it. Wizardry is embedded in my nature as deeply as the instincts to breathe and drink and make. Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go.
A black cat. Beauteous creature.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, its eyes clear, and it...
Now where shall I put this one? Hey lady, it's a lot nicer here than I'm sure glad some of the others made it out alive too. Saw one of them ringing out. One, two, long dead of the crew. 3, 4, pretty shells on the shore.
I've spotted something.
The old king Brachus watches the horizon. The statue thrums. You feel its power reach into you. Here lies a nameless inmate. May he find the peace denied him in life in the Hall of Echoes. Here lies a nameless inmate. May he find the peace denied him in life in the Hall of Echoes.
I know nothing of any of that. I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Atusa, please.
Your god. Your godwoman has asked you a question. Answer him.
Need I repeat myself?
I know nothing of any verdicts.
We already know that. Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, your holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair. Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
Dear one, help me teach this beast. He must respect.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combined threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you. You ain't worth the sweat of my brow anyhow.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods.
Good work there. Good work.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job.
You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without...
I knew there was a kinship of sorts about you. Same trade, different masters it looks like. Why not help each other get out of here? The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need? Too much, you might say. I can make them bleed any which way you want. Which is? Can do. Onwards. Sure. Think it up. We've got all the time in the world to rot in here. Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Right you are. Lead the way.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay down the law on that elf. Your kind stick together like stink on garbage, don't you? I'm sure you would have.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal,
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made.
she looks up.
You looking to buy something?
Leave me. Go. Get away. Get back.
Rest now, or you'll hie yourself to the grave.
The cat's eyes are clouded. It appears confused.
Deplorable surrounding for... Yes. Is it...
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. For I am an elf. The tongue of others is not my tongue. You may speak of then and when. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. We are... So tell me your tale. You are back. So you are ready. You are ready to tell me your...
The woman looks out on the gentle...
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling in. You here alone?
She gives you a lot.
You keep them friends of yours close. Not much in this world, someone you love. It's nothing. It used to be I had a family. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they... Now I'm just waiting for them to call.
Her eyes sparkle.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked.
She talks for some time about birthday. Joy radiates from...
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you too. Take care of yourself.
I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Not an attempt, mate. Not if I can bloody help it. Time's up, Your Highness. It's stabbing time.
Healing.
I sense something nearby.
Your Godwoken has asked you a question. Answer him.
Need I repeat myself?
Stay back, sorcerer.
We know you.
I'd sooner...
If you...
This can't be...
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atrusa pinches the tip of her tongue with...
Stop! My father! The fate of our... Alice?
Yes, your...
I...
What a waste.
Come. Will be needed elsewhere.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter...
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket?
Dear one.
Respect.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug...
Just stand aside, won't you?
Lone wolves decide.
The thug...
Pay up, elf. No one should...
Burrow looked...
Ah, get out of here.
The elf smiled.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Out my face, or I'll punch you.
He smacks your hand away.
You're trying to kill me, ain't you? Get! Those bleeding fools think they run the place. Shut your trap. Get your ugly mug out.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Why, look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach? Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club.
Oh,
Please.
this is
A delivery.
for Joy.
Surely you have one.
What a crumbling disaster.
Scram, snake face.
Where is he?
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
He stretches out one rough hand to shake. He grips your hand.
Say, I've just got a small errand to run. And then
He shrugs.
mercen everyone.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at you.
Ah, I knew. Why not help each other get out of here? The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying. Two heads are better than one.
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need? Too much, you might say. Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threat.
Right you are.
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship.
Back then, I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube. Sibyl, right? Glad to see you made it. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I heard the same. Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only.
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours. Light suddenly flashes back into her face.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just, I'm just a bit, well, a bit hospitable. Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. But I'm a road, like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just. So, how are you enjoying the joy? So true. And you can stay as. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve. Lately, I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Sounds fine. So, yeah? Well, that was the...
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore.
You. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time. You want to leave. You want to go. Tell me where the yarrow grows. Tell me. Tell me now, or shall I pick your part? Where does the...
Patience, Mal. Patience.
The woman looks out on the
Haven't seen you around here before. Well, you here alone?
She gives...
You think some of us haven't got anyone at all. It's nothing. Used to be, then they brought... Now I'm just...
Her eyes...
Kind of you.
She talks joy...
Water. Take care of...
Ha! I found you, didn't I? Them that pay the bills. Time's up, Your Highness. It's stabbing time.
I need aid.
Ha! I found you, didn't I? Red them that pay the bills. Time's up, Your Highness. It's stabbing time.
I'm fading. Cowrie, Cockle? Clam?
Maybe, Sam.
Come on, chap. Don't be uncomfortable. Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? You should be...
Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not...
Oh, for the love of Lucy.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the...
A flat smile twitched.
She never did like... Wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Gretty.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Don't feel too bad. Fella had no decency. If you don't have that, you don't have anything to...
He nods at you and turns back to his handiwork. He taps hammer to nail.
Say, I don't know any elvish ditties. Got nothing spicy enough to keep my... Don't break your head.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel.
Say he likes it thick and long. Combs it out all dilly-eye day. You say he likes it big and strong. Combs it out all dilly-eye day. He twists and rubs and tweaks the nubs. He strokes and pokes like all the blokes. All day long. Come on, you stubborn...
The dwarf's fingers...
Ah! Eh? Oh, that. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help. Now, if you'll excuse...
The dwarf spits into each of his...
Bleed... Go on then.
You grab the plank and pull.
Oh, look at that. Nice...
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun.
For your trouble. I suppose it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something.
He sucks a finger and...
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well...
He gives you a wry look, as though...
Aye. Was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. Maybe you...
He stands before you and pokes you in the side. See...
There's something of you, you know? You don't have to. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll... Ah, it's this!
He lifts an invisible cap and bows...
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters? Eh, now, it's quite a nice-sized place, actually. Play your cards right and I'll invite you for the summer. I'll tell you when you're old. Anyhow, we're a team now, so let's get down to brass. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. May not look it, but I'm pretty light on my toes when I need to be. Did you have a specialty in mind? Then it's settled. Capital! Aye. But it seems you've no room for old beast in your clan now. You say he likes it thick and long.
big and strong. Without all dilly idea. He the nubs, he strokes and pokes like all the blokes. Touch it all day long. Combs it out all dilly idea.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can
Don't touch me! You're too close. This collar. Do you? You seem fine.
Her hands move again. The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can... As she catches sight of you...
Ben! Ben Mist! Ivan! Ben Mist! You killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer!
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy.
Keep him away from me! Help!
Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
Stay back. Stay back.
That's it.
Keep that monster back.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue chest of this round.
Looky, looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh face. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hand, chuff to...
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Well, that was easy. Looks like you'll have to pay your interment fee after all, Freshie. See that, Freshie? Keep that up and you'll get along...
Glory is mine.
Meet your maker.
When another divine arises, will source change back?
Oh, 10 bottles of mead. Here so quickly. Quick, watch yourself.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
State your business. Do stop gaping. Anything can be procured inside these walls. That's for you to decide.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Our kind of few here. We must help each other.
She bows.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than... It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a... Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. Thank you.
Got you! I got you! I magicked you! You're dead! I feel him, but I do not see him. You're too slow! Wait, I call a timeout!
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare...
She smiles.
I won't forget your aid, friend. Perhaps I can be of a...
Got you! I got you! You got
As you approach the young elf, Losa suddenly grabs your arm.
Hey, listen, you mind?
She darts over to the elf without responding. Then Losa suddenly snatches up both the elf...
You have to tell...
The whites of Losa's eyes fade to grey, then black. The colour...
It rises in you even now, Losa. Be strong. You are okay. You are yours. No one else's.
Shut up. Let go. Let go. Let go. I don't want to hurt her. Don't make me.
Losa is rigid as a board, tense with the effort of holding Sahela's hands in tight.
Leave me alone. Leave me.
You are hurting me.
Losa's eyes are black. Sahela's fingers are white under her grasp.
Let me go.
A sinister smile spreads across Losa's lips.
Chatty elf. Chatty elf with all...
Losa, you must not defend her. She wakes if she is weakened. We must hurt her to protect her, you see?
One by one and...
You must weaken her to help her.
Worse than war rations, these.